And we got a 1. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Rocco Tribianni here, back in the saddle here. I'm not really in a saddle, because I'm not on a horse. I'm on what's known as a rocking chair. I'm on an all-American rocking chair. And I'm back to doing my back and my forth. My back and my forth. I wonder, what does the fourth mean? Why don't they say back and forward? Why don't they say back and forward? No, they say back and forth. See, it doesn't make much sense here. What the heck is a fourth? Sounds too much like a fork. Why don't they call it spoon and fork? Spoon and fork. I think that would make it make more sense, because it makes absolutely no sense. So then everyone will be a lot more happy, because they all know that it makes absolutely no sense. That's just what I'm telling you. It's just what I'm saying here. And, you can take it, you can leave it. It's no sweat off my back. And now that's another weird expression. What the heck are they talking about? It's no sweat off my back. Why are we even talking about sweat? Because sweat's a little funky. Why do we have to talk about sweat on anybody's back? Do you really want to know about the sweat that's on my back, or that is not on my back? I don't think so. I'm telling you right now, you probably don't want to know about the sweat that is on or is not on Rocco Tribianni's back. I'll tell you this, been watching a new television show. It's not really a new show. It's an old show. And we're still waiting here for the people to get in here. Here it still says there's 0 people watching. Tough crowd. It's a tough crowd when it says there's 0 people watching. But we'll give it some time. Probably by the 4 to 5 minute mark, we'll start to get some people rolling in here. Let's hope that's the case. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Rocco Tribianni has been known to be wrong on occasion. It does happen. It does happen. So anyway, I was telling you, watching this television show, you probably already saw it. You probably maybe even seen it all the way to the end. I'm just getting involved with it for the very first time. It's called Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your Enthusiasm. And it's with this guy, Larry David, who apparently the George character in Seinfeld was based on. George Costanza is actually a Larry David. And I think Larry David, this is my projection here. I think Larry David got very, very jealous of the incredible success of Seinfeld and said, why is George Costanza getting all the fun? Why is Jason Alexander the actor? Why is he getting all of the fame and all of the fortune when me, Larry David, the creator of the George Costanza character, why am I getting the short end of the stick? And so then he said, I'm going to create my own show. Now, why is it called Curb Your Enthusiasm? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense here. It should be talking about the Larry Sanders adventures, because it should be about Larry Sanders. Why isn't it the Larry Sanders show? Why isn't it about the inspiration from George Costanza? I don't know. But they called it Curb Your Enthusiasm. Whose enthusiasm are we curbing here? Are we curbing my enthusiasm? Are we curbing your enthusiasm? Very difficult. By the way, thank you to the new people here. How you doing, Owen? Let's get some likes here. We only got 2 likes. We got 19 people here. Double tap the screen. Say hello. My name is Rocco Tribianni. I'm happy to have you here. This is Wacky Wednesday on Monroe Mann's channel. And we're doing comedy improv here with Rocco Tribianni. Who's that? That's me. Just like Larry Sanders plays a character in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Monroe Mann plays a character named Rocco Tribianni. You're saying, what? Is he not real? Is Rocco Tribianni? Of course I'm real. I'm here. I'm talking to you right here. I'm live streaming here. Can't you tell that I am doing some live streaming here? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you. And I just want to say I love you all. I love you all. So going back to Curb Your Enthusiasm, I'm now on season 5, episode 1. We're moving on to the next season 5, and it's a pretty funny show, pretty silly. It kind of hurts to watch the show, because you always know that he's gonna mess up, and he's gonna do something stupid. He's gonna say something stupid. I don't know how Larry Sanders gets through his life. How does Larry Sanders get through his life? How does LS get through his life? I don't know. I mean, I sometimes ask myself, how does Rocco Tribianni get through his life? That's a question I ask too. And retirement here down in Florida after giving up the family business, it's been a little tough, kind of a little boring. It's a little bit boring down here in Florida. Not only that, but it's getting very hot. It's boring and it's hot. So I call it's bot, B-O-T. It's very bot down here, or maybe bought. Sounds very New York. Hey, it's very bought. Means it's both boring and hot. It's bought. How you doing, Rusty and RJD? Now here's the question: why does Rusty get to use his full name, but RJD only gets his initials here? All right. Now, if I were RJD, I'd be a little bit upset and going, hey, Rusty, how come you get a full first name here, and I just get initials? I'm just an RJD. Hey, Owen, what do you think here about Rusty and RJD? I feel wherever you are out there, RJD, I want you to know I feel for you. And I think what Rusty did here was very unfortunate and not fair. It was very, very disappointing here. Got a text message coming in here. We're checking out. Got some business going on here. Let me just check to see what that message is. So let's see. Okay. Nothing important. Just doing the stuff. So I'm going back to curb your enthusiasm. Again, whose enthusiasm are we curbing here? Don't you want to unleash the enthusiasm of the audience? Isn't that what we want to do? Unleash the enthusiasm of the audience. That's what I think you'd want to do. You don't want to curb the enthusiasm. You want to unleash the enthusiasm. Okay. So we'll do a different topic here for a second. Something I'm very sad about. Something I'm not too happy about sharing with you, but it's very true. Now you guys maybe heard of the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys. Great musicians. They do great songs like I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me excitations. That's one. So what's the other one? Round, round, get around. I get around, yeah. What else? What's another great song by the Beach Boys? God only knows what I'd be without you. Well, here's the thing. Very sad. The founding member of the Beach Boys, he died yesterday. Or he died today. He died this morning in his early 80s. It's very unfortunate that happened there. It's very, very sad. And I'm very disappointed that I had to find out by the news. Because, I'm very good friends with the Beach Boys. They're good friends of mine, as you guys know. I do a lot of consulting around the world. Heads of state, governments. I do a lot of public relations for some of these big bands here. And I cannot believe I found out that Brian, good old Bubba Brian, Bubba died. And I found out about it in the news. Didn't get a call from Mike Love. Didn't get a phone call from Al Jardine. No, those boys just said, hey, we're going to leave Rocco Tribianni out of the loop. And I think, hey, what's going on here? What's the world coming to when you can't count on your friends to give you a call when someone important passes away? And so anyway, that's what happened there. And trying to come to grips with the fact that the founding member of the Beach Boys is no more. He is no more. And I'm hoping all of you are able to get through your evening, because I'm getting a little verklempt here. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. That's an understatement. I'm not going to make it through the night, I'm telling you. I'm already crying. I'm crying in my brain here because Brian Wilson is no longer here. He is now surfing, as Kino Surf might say, he is surfing the waves up in heaven right now. He is surfing the waves up in heaven. And you know what's very weird? Used to have, I don't know what's going on with all the subscribers, because they do not show up anymore. They used to show up here in droves. Used to have hundreds of people here. I'm telling you, if you haven't been here, if you're a new guy, if you're a new fan of this channel, it used to be a party here. It used to be Sometimes, sometimes 100 people here, sometimes 200. Hey, rarely 300. Every once in a while, 400 people with the fans. They were screaming. The girls were going, Rocco, Rocco, Rocco. Now we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't know what happened here. Don't know what happened. Don't know how that changed. But it is what it is. Life is what it is. And what it is right now, we got a little bit of a riotous situation here going on across many United States cities here. Started off in Los Angeles, and then it spread to New York, downtown, near City Hall. Apparently now it's happening in Chicago. Apparently in North Carolina too. Don't know. It's a big question here. The big question is it legitimate or is it all fomented? Is it legitimate unrest or is it fomented unrest? That's the big question. Are people paying? Are people paying for people to go there and cause trouble? Or are these people causing trouble on their own? Hey, Owen. Owen's cooking here. So I'm live streaming here and you're cooking here. I'm glad I'm keeping you company while you're cooking. May I suggest you add a little bit more oregano to whatever you're cooking there. I also suggest you add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Always a lovely added touch. And you know, I'm an Italian American. I'm telling you right now, there's never enough olive oil. If you want to add a little bit of olive oil to your concoction, let's just call it a concoction here. Because you're telling me you're cooking, but some people tell me they're cooking and they're not cooking. They're making something very unpalatable. So we'll just call it a concoction until I get a chance to actually taste what it is you're doing. And then I will determine if you're cooking or if you're concocting. Because it's very possible that all you're doing is doing some concocting. Owen Onofre is concocting something that's maybe edible, maybe very inedible. It could be one, it could be the other. I do not know. Rocco does not know which one that actually is. But Owen, if you want to tell, you can tell us what you're cooking, and we'll all determine together, are you cooking or are you concocting? Because maybe you're a witch and you're making some witch's brew. And you're putting 2 bats in there with a mouse and some blood and, some hair from a young virgin. I don't know what you're doing there. Maybe you start by telling us what the ingredients are that you are putting into your concoction. And then we'll decide if we can upgrade you to cooking rather than just concocting. Because a lot of people like to concoct. And I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you like to concoct. I don't like to concoct. I like to cook. And I'm telling you this right now, I'm a pretty dang good cook. Rocco Tribianni knows how to cook. I know how to cook pizza here, a roccaroni pizza, mind you, which means pineapple and corn. Of course, we got the cheese, we got the mozzarella, we got the pizza sauce. It's not pasta sauce. A lot of people think that you can mix pasta sauce with pizza sauce. No, they are very different. They are very different, the pizza sauce and the pasta sauce. And if you put the pasta sauce on a pizza, you just created a concoction. Now, if you put the pizza sauce on the pizza, now you're doing some cooking. That's no concoction. Now, a lot of people tell me that it is a concoction when I put pineapple and corn on my pizza, on my roccaroni pizza. But that is no concoction. And now, no, and you say, no, it's a matter of personal preference. No, it's not a matter of personal preference. You put pineapple and corn, you've got a beautiful roccaroni pizza there. That's something you should be very, very extremely proud of. Now, something else that's going on today. Today is the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. Guess when the United States Army was created? The year 1775. So 1775, it was 1 year before the Declaration of Independence was declared. And I tell you, it was declared. It was declared on July 4th, 1776. They said, hey, no more. No more. We're not going to be British subjects any longer. We're doing our own thing now. These original rebels. I always say, now one person's freedom fighter is another person's terrorist. And, King George, he was not very happy. I'm telling you that right now. King George was not very happy, but he came back and tried to bring back those colonies into the fold. But, turns out they ended up folding. And we got a good thing called the United States of America. And, the Brits are still trying to recover from their loss. Because when they lost the American colonies, that was the beginning of the end of the British Empire. That was the beginning of the end of the British Empire. And so, we're celebrating the Army's 250th anniversary. It's 2026. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. It's not 2026. It is what's known as 2025. And I have not been working out as much now, and these muscles are starting to deteriorate. Those muscles used to be so much bigger, and now they're not. Rocco's starting to feel it. Rocco is starting to feel it. Now, Rocco's trying to think about what else is going on today in the world. What else is going on in the world today? Inflation is doing better. Apparently, inflation came down by, I think, 1%. So that's good news. Your dollars are not disappearing as quickly as they were a little bit of time ago. So that is very good news. That is very good news. We have we shouldn't say we don't have any more inflation. We still got a lot of inflation. But it's better. Inflation's doing better. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. We still got some inflation. We still got some inflationary tendencies. We still got some problems. But we're doing better. Hey, we got the 5 likes. Hey, we're halfway to a bronze medal. If we can get to 10 likes, we get the bronze medal on the YouTube live stream Olympics. If you haven't already, double tap the screen. Let's see if we can get a couple more likes. Can we get a couple more likes? Can we get to 6? I'm not asking too much here. I'm not asking for an arm. I'm not even asking for a leg. I'm just asking, hey, provide a little bit of support. By double tapping the screen, let's get us up to 6. How you doing, Blue Jay? Now, it's very nice to have a Blue Jay in the house. I would have liked a cardinal. I would have liked a hummingbird. A hawk would have been fantastic. Maybe a falcon. But a Blue Jay, not bad. It's a very nice bird. It's very nice to have a Blue Jay here in the house. A Blue Jay is acceptable. It's a very pretty bird, a Blue Jay. So I will say hi to you, too. Good to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, Blue Jay, let's see if Blue Jay has been here before. Channel activity. Oh, you've been here a while, Blue Jay. Yeah, Blue Jay, I don't know what's going on. Why does YouTube not send any new people anymore? It used to be they would send a regular supply of new people here to the channel. Now, very difficult. Extremely difficult to get people to be coming in here. And algorithm, not going to lie, it's pretty bad right now. The algorithm has completely, it's really flipped on its head and doesn't provide, the support for the channel like it used to, which is very, very disappointing. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, what are you going to do? Rocco cannot change the algorithm. Rocco can just do what he does, and we hope that things turn out for the better. Rocco retired from the family business. He put his Mr. Toothbrush utensils away, came down to Florida, retired to become a professional yapper here on YouTube Live, and he was doing very well for a while. He was doing very well, getting lots of fans, hundreds of new fans every month, new subscribers, lots of super chats. Things were going very well. And then, in February, spigot got turned off. Something happened here. Something happened. Don't know what happened. But it just kind of stopped. And so now, look at this. We've only got 4 comments so far. It's been 20 minutes here. We got Owen here. We got Rusty here. And RJD, who has completely forgotten because no one looks beyond the first. It's Rusty. It's basically just Rusty here. Rusty and some other guy. Because who the heck is RJD? No one knows who RJD is. And then finally we got a Blue Jay. And we got a Blue Jay down there as well. We got 3 people here. That's all we got. There's 3 people in the chat. Very, very confusing. Very disappointing. Doesn't make sense. Don't know why it's happening here. Rocco is feeling very unloved here. Rocco's not going to lie. He's feeling unloved. Rocco is feeling unloved. And don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. So, Rocco's trying to imagine if there are any other topics that have been going on in the world recently. And if you guys have any topics, you can let Rocco know. Hey, Owen is finally talking here. Sun-dried tomato turkey. Wow. That sounds very delicious, actually. It sounds like someone is not concocting. Sounds like somebody is actually doing some real good American cooking here. With good American sun-dried tomatoes. Good, maybe corn-fed turkey. I hope it's corn-fed. Don't want grain-fed turkey. You want to make sure you got a turkey that was fattened up with high-quality ingredients there. So I'm hoping you've got some beautiful sun-ripened, sun-dried tomatoes and some good corn-fed turkey. That's all Rocco is suggesting that. Rocco is suggesting that. So, hey, and we're going to go for maybe 3 more minutes here, and then we'll wrap up the adventures for today. Because Rocco doesn't know where everybody is. Where the heck did all the fans go? And, all the fans, all the subscribers are saying they're not even getting notifications anymore. That is very, very disappointing. And now Blue Jay says, talk about the console stuff like Switch 2, maybe Dusk Bloods. Well, I don't know what a Dusk Blood is. I'll be honest. I don't know what a Dusk Blood is. But, Monroe, my good friend Monroe Mann, he was telling me that Nintendo came out with the Switch 2 just a few days ago. And, apparently it's a very good gaming console. And I'll be honest, I'm not too fond of the controllers. They're a little tiny, hard to hold, not very comfortable. So you basically got to buy separate Wi-Fi controllers for a Switch 2. But apparently the new Mario Kart game is very high class. Very high class programming right there with Mario Kart World. Hey, we got a Matt Lawton here. Why, as soon as Rocco says he's leaving here, suddenly people start to come in here. Matt Lawton, where the heck did everybody... We used to have such a steady supply of people here. It used to be a party here on this channel. It used to be a veritable party. And now it's not really a party. Now it's like a small gathering of a few people here. 4 people plus Rocco, that's 5 people here. Dust Bloods is the new From Software game. I have no idea what From Software is. Matt Lawton, yeah, you've been subbed a long time. The question is, where the heck are all the other subs? Rocco Tribianni used to have 10 fans, 20 fans, 50 fans, 100 fans. It used to be a big old party here. The girls were going crazy. The guys were shaking my hand. Even the grandmas were getting a little excited here. But now, it's kind of like crickets here. Where'd everybody go, Matt Lawton? Where did everybody go, Matt Lawton? Rocco Tribianni is feeling very neglected. Rocco Tribiani's feeling sad here. Rocco Tribianni is confused, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit dazed. Rocco is a little bit dazed as well. Blue Jay says you're going to roast me if you don't talk about the Souls game. Well, I don't know what the Souls games are, so you're going to go ahead. You go ahead and do some roasting. Rocco hasn't gotten any roasting in a long time. So I think it's about time Rocco gets a little roasting. It's time for a little Rocco roasting from Blue Jay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's get a little bit of roast. Instead of a rockaroni pizza, let's have a little roasteroni pizza here. I want a roasteroni pizza. Hey, Matt Lawton's in the UK. How you doing, Matt? It's 2:46 in the morning. Hey, are you telling me I'm keeping you from your beauty rest? Matt, I don't want to hear it from you later. When you say I couldn't get my work done, I got fired from my job, my girlfriend left me. I'm not responsible. So you do what you want to do. I know it's pretty irresistible sometimes when you latch onto a Rocco Tribianni live stream. You cannot go to bed. You cannot go to bed. Oh, now you retract the message here. You are retracting a message? How dare you? How dare you retract a message before I am able to read it? Now, that is very inappropriate. By the way, Matt Lawton, you can double tap the screen so we get 6 likes. Matt Lawton, you're now on the wall of shame here. The wall of shame. It's not your cool. That's possessive here, like your dog, your cat. It's your. Y-O-U''RE. And I will put Blue Jay on the wall of accolade because he used the proper. You're so lonely, you made out with your pillow. Now look at that. Look at that. Blue Jay, I don't mind if you roast, as long as you roast me with proper grammar. And you did a fantastic job of roasting me with proper grammar right there. You're so lonely, you made out with your pillow. And it's a very good sentence so that everybody can see how you use both versions of your. You are is your with an apostrophe. And then your possessive is Y-O-U-R. Very good job, Blue Jay. You are to be commended here. So your attempts at roasting me turned out to be a wonderful and glorious educational learning moment for everybody watching the live stream. And for that, I am indebted to you. I am giving you a super chat because you deserve a little bit of a super chat. And I'm not going to lie, maybe I do make out with my pillow. It's a very good looking pillow. It smells very good. Very fresh. What's wrong with making out with the pillow? It's very, very, very soft. And maybe I'm not going to lie. Maybe sometimes I do. Maybe sometimes I do. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It all depends. Hey, what are you going to do? So, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Rocco to say, adios for now, or arrivederci, because I'm, Italian-American, got to keep the Italian language alive. Matt, hope you go to bed, you bozo, staying up at 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your bleeping mind? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's right, Matt Lawton. Yeah, it's a very good goodbye. Bottom of the morning to you. Bottom of the morning to you. Oh, you're making it with a tortilla, huh? I love how we're getting Owen's ingredients every 10 minutes here. Every 10 minutes, we get a little bit more of his cooking strategy. It's very, very good. Well, good. Bottom of the morning to you, Matt Lawton. And hope you have a delicious meal, Owen. Thank you to the 5 of you who came here to watch the live stream. You guys are great. Hope you have a lovely, lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night. My name's Rocco Tribianni, and catch you next time. Later, go. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Owen Onofre and Matt Lawton. You guys are good. You too. You guys are two good youths right there. And you should be very proud of yourself. You're making Rocco Tribianni feel very good. Very good. Bottom morning. Hey, I'm streaming.